Hi, I'm Jon Hart.
I'm Ruthie Hart, and this is Ernie the French Bulldog.
And we are buying our first house in Austin, Texas.
So we've been married a little bit over a year, and we just feel like right now is the perfect time in our lives to buy a house. Interest rates are great, we're kind of tired of renting, and we're ready to have something to call our own.
So we've been looking for a house for about 6 months now. I think the first part was, it was important that we figured out which neighborhood we wanted to be into. And so we've looked at a number of different criteria. I guess one would be how close we were to family.
Yep.
We wanted to make sure that we were going to be in a good school district. We don't have kids now, but certainly within the next few years we'll have some little ones running around. What else?
The houses were pretty. Yeah, the neighborhood was first in figuring out the house hunt. We needed to obviously talk about finances too. Mm-hmm. Where could we afford?
And so once we figured out which neighborhood we wanted, much of what we did was looking online, figuring out, what do we want to spend, what do we want to spend on, what do we need. And so once we figured that out, I guess at the beginning of 2012, we pretty much decided let's start looking at houses. We've seen probably 10 or so houses about now, and so far we've had a lot of fun with it. It's been a good time for us.
I usually get like 10 emails a day from Jon with new listings on MLS. So right now we live in a 1950s ranch style. It's all siding. It's older, it's very cute, it's very charming, but we kind of jointly agreed on wanting a contemporary home. 4-bedroom, 2-story, contemporary, built within the last couple of decades, younger than we are maybe, and something with brick or stone and just something kind of newer.
Slightly more updated than 1950, hopefully.
Yes, yes, yes.
In terms of some preferences that I guess I would say that I had when we were looking for a house, number one would definitely be office space. Mm-hmm. So I work from home. I'm definitely going to need a place that I can get away and get work done. Again, especially if we're going to have kids over the next few years, we need somewhere that I can get away and be on calls and not be interrupted by everything else going on in the house. Outside of that, yard, a nice yard, a good-sized yard, flat, usable space, preferably. We like to entertain. We like to have people over and do things outside. So a good yard.
And for Ernie, too. And
Ernie definitely needs some space to run around out there as well. And I wouldn't mind something that needed a little work. So I'm not afraid of a foreclosure or a short sale type situation. If we can get a good value, I don't mind putting a little effort in and making it our own.
Jon has a good vision, unlike me sometimes. So on my list, I would say first and foremost is open concept. The house we live in now the rooms are just very split up, kind of feel boxed in, and the ceilings are low. I need something with 2-story ceilings. In some room, if it's the entryway, it's the kitchen or the living room, something with a 2-story ceiling somewhere. I just want to feel connected with people in our home. So that leads me kind of into my second big requirement is the kitchen. I'd love an updated kitchen. I love granite. I grew up with granite, and I just think it's so beautiful. So I love it because I think it's pretty and nice looking. But I'd love an updated kitchen. A double oven would be so awesome. An oven that is younger than me, that I don't have to mess with all the different temperature settings on different recipes because our oven is really, really old. So updated kitchen, nice and open, and unlike Jon, turnkey. I just want to go into a house and throw paint up and move in that night. I'm not the best in seeing the good in ugly things, and so it's hard for me to envision myself in certain homes. So for me, I want a turnkey home.
In terms of some things that I would like, not must-haves, but things that would be excellent would be, I guess, first of all, a view. The neighborhood that we like, there's definitely some rolling hills, there's a lake not too far away, so there's good views to be had. I definitely would love to have something that you can get a good look for a ways. You're not just sitting there looking at the houses all around you, or just
peeping in your neighbor's windows.
Exactly. So a view would be great. Also, I would love it if we had a media room or some kind of extra living space that we could get away. Media room would be awesome, just in terms of get a nice audio video setup, nice TV or a nice big screen.
But it's not a deal breaker. It's
not a deal breaker, but it would be
to
nice.
play Rock Band and Wii but
nice.
it's not a deal breaker.
Absolutely. I would also love a 3-car garage. A bit of a car guy, so.
Let me just tell you
having a 3-car garage would be pretty
We have
amazing.
no garage now, and he wants a 3-car garage. So just remember that. I keep telling him, we have 0 garage and you want 3?
Exactly.
That would just make you want to buy more cars. So some of our deal breakers for me would be, I feel like all the houses, most of the houses, not all, maybe 75% of the ones that we go see are so gaudy. It is so hard for me, like I said before, to go into a house and envision myself in there when it's just terrible wallpaper and horse statues and birds on the wall and fountains and shields of armor, and just, I can't handle it. I'd love to go in a house that's a blank canvas for me to envision my awesome decorating skills everywhere in the home. So definitely not something gaudy or overdone, and we would absolutely walk out of a house that wasn't open concept. I think we can both agree on that, and no one story out of there.
If we feel closed in, that's a no-go. I think also if it had a small yard or not very usable space outside,
or slanted, or
Ernie needs a little place to run around. We'd like some space outside. And some of the houses in our neighborhood that we're looking at, they've got a pool back there with no grass whatsoever, so that would be a no-go for us.
Just thinking in the future too. I mean, kids need to run around somewhere, so we're thinking a little bit in the future. So those are our deal breakers, and I guess now we'll show you 2 different rooms in our house and tell you what we like and don't like about them. So this is our master bedroom, and I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. Most of the things are what I don't like about it, but the things that I do like about it are, there's 2 windows, so lots of light come in during the day, and the color is really pretty, but I painted it, so that's why I like it. Things I don't like, it's very small. This is only a queen size bed, and our furniture is really big, so it's just really cramped in here, and so we only use it for sleeping. It's not like we're hanging out in here. And then what I hate most about it is this closet. I mean, I can use this much space in a closet. It goes all the way back here, but I don't even know what's back there, so there's a 1950s closet for you. I guess they didn't have a lot of clothes back then. So this is our tiny little bedroom.
Alright, so I'm going to show you our 1 bathroom in our house. You can see pretty quickly it's not big, right? It's very small, simple bathroom. It does get the job done, but for 2 people when we're getting ready in the morning, it's not ideal. It's also not ideal if we've got guests over. For us to be sharing a bathroom with, if we've got a couple or somebody staying with us, is also not a great situation for us. I hate the pedestal sink. It's something that I absolutely despise. No counter space. It's just really not a good situation, especially when you've got such limited space in a small bathroom like this.